Hi everybody, I'm Michelle with Birdie Bloom, and today I want to talk to you about the Louis Vuitton Batignolles vertical bag. I'm going to call it an MM. I'm not positive if they ever called it that. I don't believe so. And we're going to talk about sizing because there's also a horizontal version of this bag, and you can find these online used with a lot of different options, okay? Well, as far as where you can purchase them, you can find these bags. And so wanted to give you a little bit more information. So if you think this is a bag that you want to buy, you have the tools you need to get the right one for you. Hold on. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Trying to get my youngest down before we go to the pool, hence my attire. It's not working, so pool time's gonna be great. You sensed my sarcasm. Okay, so first of all, this bag, I'm letting it go because it's not for me. I have another bag that I use instead of this one that's about this size, and I'm not using it, so I'm gonna let it go. But I'll do a video on what bag that is, maybe next, but this is very much liked by the community. I've seen many positive reviews of the vertical and the horizontal Batignolles, so don't let my thoughts on letting this bag go stop you, okay? It's beautiful though. It's one of my favorite looking bags actually. So, but it has these very soft straps. This particular one has a 9-inch drop, okay? And it has these buckle loops for cinching on the side. Now this can be undone and uncinched. This is perhaps one of the reasons I don't carry or like this bag, because in order to open the bag all the way up, you have to do that, but you can't just carry the bag like that because you have this flopping strap. I mean, you could, but it just doesn't look right. It's too bad that there wasn't like another little hook to give you the option to kind of make this bag multi-purpose, multi-use. That would have been awesome if you could have worn this bag a bunch of different ways, but it has it on both sides. And then you have this little closure here. I think this is the same closure that they have on the Neverfulls. And leave it open or close it. It has a D-ring on the inside. That is not where you're gonna find your date code. Where you'll find, oh, I'll go ahead and tell you also, it has a pocket, one of those cell phone pockets. Obviously, no one's using that for cell phones these days. But it has one of those in there. And just the deep pocket itself. And then it has a zip pocket. And on that zip pocket is where you'll find your heat stamp. This particular one was made in France. And inside the pocket is where you're going to find your date code. You're going to find it on that vachetta leather tab here on the inside. And this particular one is MI4077. And I can tell you that this bag was made in the 47th week of 2007. So that's how you read that code. The second and the fourth number in that particular date code for this year would be then your year of manufacturing. And it looks like, I couldn't find an exact date when they discontinued the Batignolles, but it looks like it was around 2012 that they discontinued it. And I believe they discontinued the horizontal before the vertical, so that might mean that the vertical was discontinued a little earlier, but it's around that date range, okay? So that would lead you, if you find a bag that has a date code with a year representing way past 2012, then it's probably not authentic. But there's a lot more that goes into looking into that, and I'm not trying to teach you how to authenticate a Louis Vuitton here, just kind of giving you maybe some tips. So yeah, bag is great. It measures, let's see, it should measure, sorry, needed to move about 12 inches high. It's not actually 12 inches, it's right under, between 11 and a half and 12. And then the width should be about 12, a little over 12. Oh, sorry, I'm not showing you the picture here. And then the depth of this bag, where the side is about 5 inches. And I'm gonna tell you, I believe, yeah, between 5 and 6. Every single Batignolles has, this part of the bag is between 5 and 6 inches. So for the horizontal, it's 5.1. For this particular one, it's about 5.5. And then what I wanted to talk to you about was the other size that I've found in this bag when searching. So what made me look is that you would see Batignolles for sale, but people aren't identifying whether they're vertical or horizontal. Some people do, but you can find a lot of these bags that just say Batignolles. And it's like, well, which one is it? And when I was new to looking at this bag, I didn't know. And so you see Batignolles, I'm like, well, what size is that? Is that a small? Is that a medium? Is it large? Which PM, MM, GM? Do they have different sizes? Are they all the same? What is the deal? And what I found in my research, again, I didn't find this on Louis Vuitton, unfortunately, I tried to, but what I could find is that you have this size bag, which I'm gonna call an MM because it's a medium sized bag. I'll show you how it looks on my shoulder here. See? It's a good size bag, but not too large, right? So cute. You can wear this. It's a long drop, but you could wear it on your elbow and even carry it in your hand if you wanted to, but not exactly a handbag. So you have that, and then so yeah, you have the medium or MM vertical Batignolles, but then you also will find a PM version of this bag, and it's a smaller version. So it has a depth about 5.75, so around this, but so even a little wider, which is interesting. It's a cute little bag. And then it's going to have a height of about 9 inches. So that brings you to about, well, right here. So about the height of where the buckle loops are, right? About 9 inches. And then it has a width of about 10.25 inches. So I'll show you. So basically, what that's giving you is like this size bag, right? But it looks like this. It looks like the exact same style. It's just that much smaller. Okay, and it has it has the same handles, but it has a 5-inch drop. So where this is a 9-inch, you can see where the 5 will go. So it's just basically right here. Yeah. Small bag. You're not gonna put that over your shoulder. It's gonna be a handbag, okay? So 2 sizes in the vertical. Then for the horizontal bag, I can only find 1 size. I looked through many different measurements. I'm not saying there's not another size out there, but I could only find 1 size, and it was all about the same. The width of the bag was about 15 inches. And again, if you see measurements done in centimeters, which, you know, this is a US market that you'd probably be looking at, so they should be also including inches, but 1 inch equals 2.574 centimeters, 2.574, okay? So you can do the math there. But where am I? Oh, 15, so about 15 inches, did I mark? Yeah. About 15 inches, so a little bit longer. It's not working very well. We'll stop that. But so it's wider here, and then the height is only 10 centimeters, which is slightly shorter than the vertical. Not much shorter, but slightly shorter. Okay, so wider at the base, shorter to the top. And you can find that online. So 1 size in those, horizontal, which normally I would try to have both bags, but I don't have them, and I'm getting rid of this one, so I wanted to do this. Okay, and then what else did I want to tell you? Oh yeah, so things to look for this bag. Okay, so you decide, I want that bag, I want to get it. What do I need to look out for? And this is where I'm going to show you the wear and tear on this bag, where you'll typically see it, okay? And it can give you an idea of what you're going to do for price. It's going to be these corners. This patinaed fuchsia leather, is it wears right at the corners. Now in this bag, the canvas is great. I've looked at many online, and the canvas seems to do just fine. You know, it's not vintage, but it's still considered an older canvas. It does great, but those corners wear, and you can see the piping inside. And here's the other thing, this piping is great for that. This piping is tan, and it goes great with this patina de vachetta leather, but some of the piping is black, okay? Haven't figured out, was it different countries that use that black piping, or could it been just like a certain years, or I don't know. I would say I see more black piping than I see this tan piping, but you can find the tan piping. So something to consider. And these aren't bad. You know, the piping's not coming out. It's not about to push out. This could be fixed. I'm not gonna fix it though, because I'm afraid by altering it, the canvas is in great condition, right? So Louis Vuitton could technically replace this leather for you at a price, but they'll replace it. And I'm afraid if I do any alterations in here, any fixes, they're going to then say that they can't replace the leather for somebody. And typically when I buy a bag and spend $400+ on it, I want to be able to, that's an investment for me, and I want to be able to maybe even bring it back to a newer look if I so choose to spend the money to do that. And you can't do that if you start altering it on your own. So I'm not positive that they wouldn't, because honestly all that would need is a little bit of acrylic paint. I might even do something different just to make sure that the piping wasn't gonna eventually wear through more. But acrylic paint would actually protect this and probably keep it from wearing down. And so it really probably, this particular one doesn't need any more, but something to keep in mind, okay? You find them, most of them are gonna have rubs, period. And that's probably what you wanna stick with so you can wear it down versus already buying it worn down. But other than that, I mean, everything else is in excellent condition on this bag, so you'll find that a lot. Okay, so yeah, the Batignolles, the Vertical Batignolles. I hope you found this video helpful. And if you did, please like and subscribe to my channel. I hope to put out a lot more stuff like this. I wanna talk to you about vintage Coach, vintage Louis Vuittons. Again, this isn't vintage, but it's older. And you know, the rare and the not rare, you know, bags that you might be considering buying. I hope to put that out there for you and help you to make an educated decision, or at least kind of see what you're getting before you purchase it. So, hey, well, cheers. Thanks for watching.